The morning I died started like every other. Station 47, plasteel sheets, 3-second rhythm. 7 years, 3 months, 16 days. We all kept count. Numbers give shape to a life that isn't yours. Steam hissed in the rafters. 10,000 of us worshipped the grind. Left, Jorik, who counted out loud. Right, Maylor, who never spoke. Happiness wasn't a word down here. Compliance was. At midpoint prayer, our mouths moved. Meaning didn't. I owned a cot, 2 boots, and a number on a tag. The Imperium owned the rest. The first wrong sound was marching. Too precise for factory boots. Officers in blue climbed the overseer's platform. The Vox cracked. By decree of the governor, the following will report for induction. Names fell like hammers. Yorit, Maylor, then mine. The machine song kept going, but I couldn't hear it anymore. Processing lived in a part of the factory with painted walls. A woman with iron in her voice didn't look up from her slate. Name, Marcus Kellian. Age, 28. Skills, pattern generator. Never jammed it. Scanners hummed. Stamps hit paper. My life collapsed into boxes ticked green. Physically suitable. Delta Infantry. Siege specialization. 4 hours later, I wore heavier tags and a thinner name. Conscript 447 1892. A sack of underclothes, a booklet called Basic Doctrine, and a speech. You are property of the Imperial Guard. Questions will not be answered. Transports. No windows. The engine talked, so we didn't. I watched the hive rise through a driver's slit. Homes, shops, air that didn't taste like rust. I didn't miss it. I only noticed it existed. Training unmade me the rest of the way. Uniforms that scraped, boots that bit. A Lazariful, older than me and twice as honest. Sergeant Vex taught me, the only prayer that matters, clean it, and it might keep you alive. The rifle field stripped like a hymn. My hands already knew about sequences. Feed, 3 seconds. Disassemble, clean, inspect, reassemble. Running hurt in new places. Obstacle courses taught us the geometry of not dying. Tactics taught us to move as a single animal. Vox protocol taught us not to shoot that animal in the back. Shooting silhouettes took one kind of courage. Shooting silhouettes that looked like people took another. The day it stopped feeling like murder, I knew the training had worked. In week 5, fake blood turned to lessons I didn't want. Stop the bleeding, carry your friend, keep firing. Graduation was a speech about duty to men who had already paid. My orders were thin. Active combat assignment, immediate way station 3, updated them mid-flight. Our first destination was already lost. Funny thing, the galaxy edits your future while you sleep. Forward operating base, Tur sat on a rock that liked killing. I joined 2nd Platoon, Alpha Company, 43rd Cadian. Sergeant Corvain read my file, scar down one eye. Voice like gravel. Factory. Good. War is just machinery, with louder noises. First patrol, 3 hours of quiet, then the world turned to knives. Muzzle flashes. Contact front. Thane flanked left. The rest of us poured light into shadows. When the shooting stopped, the rocks bled, where faces should have been. I didn't feel triumph. I felt procedure working. The routine settled in. Brief, march. Contact, debrief. Sleep if you can. Kellum died clean. A hole where lungs should be. His bunk filled the next day. Her hand shook on the Vox. A week later, she was shrapnel and a whisper for her mother. Another replacement came. The machine kept time. Promotion found me because others didn't make it. Acting corporal. Leadership meant deciding which of 4 hearts gamble first. I taught them everything I knew, and none of it was enough. Winter favored the enemy. Snow hid their teeth. We gained 50 meters one day and paid for it with a man who knew my name. Then the big offensive. Maps, Arrows, confidence. Artillery flattened the horizon, and we walked into it. For 1 kilometer, we believed. At 2, the ground woke up and ate us. Crossfires stitched our formation to the dirt. Orders contradicted orders. By nightfall, we owned craters and regrets. By morning, the infiltrators owned us. By noon, withdrawal, 37% gone. The rest learned how heavy nothing weighs. My fire team stopped existing. We were paced, spread thin, into whoever was left. The war continued because it knows no other verb. News from home. The factory now makes shells for the guns that kill us. I kept the irony in my pocket with the lint. Spring delivered new faces wearing my old fear. I told them the rifle prayer and how to breathe in a crosswind. I did not tell them the truth about odds. They would meet it themselves. The night before the next offensive, the camp sounded like faith in lying. Loads clicking home, prayers to the Emperor, and to things we never admit. I checked my last rifle, one last time. Clean, loaded, familiar. Somewhere, a factory's numbers counted down to dawn, and a worker fed a machine that would bury us. People say, the Emperor protects. Maybe, but protection here looks like service. Service looks like being used until you aren't. The factory worker I was is dead. The soldier I am will join him soon. The Imperium endures. It is very good at turning lives into outcomes. Dawn is coming. The war will continue. It always does.